everybody, Fiber Spider back again with some games for you, some oldies but goodies. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. I love puzzles, whether they are tangrams with the visual aspect of puzzles, or I also have Crossword Dice for more of the word play. I enjoy both. Now, when I say oldies but goodies, well, don't know the exact origins of these games as far as how old they are, but there is, of course, some speculation. Now, I'm going to cover both of these, try them out a little bit, and see if I can have some success. I don't know, we shall see. Okie dokie. So before I go any further, I just want to say that links to all three of these items, I found them all on Amazon. I think that they were reasonably priced. I'm going to put links down in the description box. This is not affiliated, not sponsored, or anything like that, but I think that these two sets are rather charming, and the book, well, it's fun. So going to scooch these to the side for now, and we are going to play with the crossword dice. Now, basically, it's sort of like Scrabble, if you will, but it's Scrabble for one. And so each of these cubes has letters on them, and you roll the dice and see if you can make words with all 12 of the dice. And if you succeed, then you win. If you can't, well, then you lose. And I've played this a couple of times already. A lot of fun, some success rate, some epic failure, but, we will see what we can do. Now, the rules, there are so many different variations of, the dice, and different companies putting out their own version and so forth, but the rules are essentially the same. The words that you create have to be at least 3 letters, and you can't have the name of somebody. Basically Scrabble rules. Like you can't say John or Joe, or if it's a 2-letter word, like to, as in to, or at, that doesn't count. So going to divvy up my dice here. I'm going to do 6 and 6. A little shuffle shuffle. And see what we have to work with. Oh dear. Okay, I see an X already. That's fun. All right, what I usually like to do is I like to put the vowels to the side, the consonants to the other, and see what I have to work with. This is going to be interesting. Okay, well, the X I should deal with first. I mean, I could do wax. And I realize that this is upside down. Let's see. An S could help me out considerably. An NG. Ooh. NGS. Ooh, I think I got a good one. CLANGS, clangs. So I've got wax and clangs, as in clang like a bell. Okay, and I still have an A, an N, and 2 L's. Okay. Well. Ooh, haha. Okay, sorry, I'm cutting off my letters here, sorry. Okay, so I had the A, the 2 L's, and the N. Well, I was thinking C-A. Oh, no, I would need another A. I was thinking canal. Well, I could do call, but then I have the problem of what to do with this N. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh, I could do gall, but that doesn't help me out with the the N as well. Now, if the N was an M, I could do small, but that doesn't work neither. Oh dear. See, I'm really trying to, like I said, I'm trying to work with what I got here. Oh, wait a minute. I could do another NG. Lang? I don't even know if lang is a word. If I, oh wait, ooh. I could do slang. That works, but I still have this L to deal with. You know, or I could do gulls, but again, still have to deal with the N. Oh, this is tricksy. And the fact that you have 12 to work with, I mean, there's a lot of variety as far as, you know, the different possibilities. Of course, I ended up having to have a W and an X. You know, where are the T's? Where are the R's? Give me an additional vowel in there somewhere, right? Oh, man. You know, I could do snag or slag or if I had another vowel that would really help me. But you get the idea. It's a lot of fun, and you know, there's potential replay value, like infinite replay value, and I think it's great because it comes in this itty-bitty little box, and the portability, of course, is there. You can play it just about anywhere, and it gets the mind going, you know. You don't necessarily have to deal with, you know, the specific clues of a crossword puzzle. No, it's just rack your brain, you know, try to get creative with your vocabulary and, you know, see what happens. So this is one of my recommendations. I think it's a lot of fun and worth getting. And as I said, there are tons and tons of variations out there. This one, I liked the rather classic, rustic, antique look. I want to say it was somewhere between $10 and $20, I think. You know, really very reasonable as far as I'm concerned. At any rate, let's move on to some tangrams, shall we? Okay, so next up, this is a twofer because I got this neat little book. This is the Book of Tangrams by Sam Lloyd, and there's the back. Gonna read the quick blurb right now. The challenge of the tangram, the original Chinese puzzle, lies in your ability to arrange 7 geometrical pieces, a square, a rhomboid, and 5 triangles, into a variety of different shapes. Collected by Sam Lloyd, America's great puzzle expert, these 700 endlessly absorbing tangrams offer hours of mind-expanding amusement. His book, the Book of Tangrams, is also a tribute to this tricky and intriguing puzzle. In a famous and delightful spoof of the Tangrams history, Lloyd includes running commentary on the popular puzzle's origins in ancient China, its religious significance, and its relation to the Pythagorean theorem. But don't let the amusing dialogue fool you. The puzzles are genuine challenges. If you've ever tried your hand at tangrams before, you're probably already addicted to their limitless possibilities. If you haven't, this classic puzzle potpourri will have you hooked in no time. Solutions are included. Thank goodness for small favors. Yeah, as with most puzzle type things, the solutions are in the back. And throughout, yes, there's a bunch of text and silhouettes of the different kinds of puzzles. And I thought that this would be a nice supplement to this set right here, which I had, as I said, gotten on Amazon. And this is actually 2 sets of tangram blocks, as well as a deck of puzzle cards. So I thought, let's go through a couple of the puzzles. It almost seems silly to have the first puzzle just be a square because it comes in the formation of a square. A little bit fiddly to get these out, and I've got, as I said, 2 layers. So if you want to play with somebody, you totally can, which is nice. You know, see who can complete the challenge first. And now these going to be a bit more tricky to get out. What would have been nice is like if there was perhaps like a ribbon or something at the back there. You know what? I'm gonna try my. Oops. And there we go. Pardon me. All right, so let's see what we can do. So yeah, the square seems kind of silly. There are, of course, more than one solutions to a lot of these, but that would be the solution to that one, you know, which essentially is how I have it arranged already in the box. So there's that one. Now, let's see. 2, huh? So basically just a rectangle. Now, the trick, of course, is figuring out, you know, spatial relations and angles and this, that, and the other. But you know, we'll see what we can do. And when I had initially gotten this set, I did a couple of these. Not many, but a couple. See, that will not work. See, I don't know if I should do something more like that for a elongated bit of dimension. I mean, that works. That does not work, I don't think, but let's carry on as if we know what we're doing. No, that will not work because of this little angle right here. Okay, so perhaps it would have to be like the equivalent to a full square and then another some such thing. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe like that. Like that. Like that. And, ooh, I think we got it. Ooh. How about them apples? I think we got it. Now let's see if my interpretation matches up with theirs. Oh, it actually does. Almost exactly. That's pretty dang cool. Theirs was like that, but yeah, I nailed it. All right, let's do a couple more perhaps. These are fun. All right, let's see. Oops. I did turn it over, but I didn't actually see what it was that I was looking at. Okay, so we got basically a triangle. All right, well, that's actually really easy. Boom. Instant triangle. Yep, that works. Okay, that was not exactly a challenge, but hey. Let's see. Next card. Okay. That one's a little trickier. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to think about that. Well, because it looks like we have that sort of rectangle from before, but then with like 2 triangles on either side of it is kind of how it looks like. So if I can turn this into a rectangle, that might be my best bet. Yeah, or something to that effect. No, that's too long. That won't fit. Oh. Tricksy, tricksy. Oh, wait a minute. No. There's like too much. See, that could work, except what do I do with this square? That's kind of an issue. Yeah, because this needs to be out more. Okay, but I think I'm on the right track, quite frankly. At least I think I am. I don't definitively know that I am, but I think I am. Tricksy, tricksy, right? See, another thing that I could do is take the basic square shape and then sort of like build off of it to see if I can accomplish what it is that I'm trying to do. Like that. And like that. Oh, wait. Ooh, hang on. Ooh. I think I got it. Let's see. Yeah, I got the full square there. See, it's not exactly the same. Like, these two are sort of reversed, but yeah. That's neat. Okay, want to try one more. Okay, this one, interesting. So that one shape, obviously it's going to be a triangle, but what to do? Now, would it be one of these large full triangles? Actually, I think it's this intermediate sized one. I don't think it's one of the biggies. What I think is that the two biggies form this square shape at the base, and then this one sort of goes on top like that. Maybe, possibly. No, that wouldn't work. That might. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I think I got it. By Jove. I think I got it. I think so. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, well, the alignment, the two would be going that way. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Love this. You know, what I really like about these particular games is that they are minimalistic. They don't require a lot of components, just time and good old brain power. A lot of fun. Definitely would recommend them, I think. Alrighty, my dears, so that's going to conclude today's video, which was essentially sort of like a little showcase of some classic games, whether it is more of a visual puzzle or a letter, word-oriented puzzle, whichever tickles your fancy more. Both, I think, deserve some showcasing, some camera time, because they're a lot of fun. They're really, really simple with their components, yet you gotta get the noodle doing its thing. Creative problem solving, and I don't know. I just think that they're a lot of fun. Have you played either of these games before? A very similar equivalent to the crossword dice would be Boggle, but that's just seeing how many different words you can complete, not having to fit them together in a certain, geometric-y type way. I don't know. A lot of fun. Let me know what you think, and again, links are in the description box down below. And if you have any suggestions for other sort of solitaire games, let me know in the comments section down below. I always like hearing from you and hearing your suggestions. And also, if nothing else, with the holidays coming around the corner, if there is a puzzler in your family, I think that these would make some great, rather, great yet inexpensive gifts to give as well. That being said, Hope you liked today's video, and until next time, you know what to do, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay playing fun, fabulous games, whether they are puzzles or, well, what have you, but have fun and, well, keep the brain going. I want you to think, but have fun doing it. How about that? And as always, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.